Hey guys, it's me again. I'm going to talk some more about social anxiety. They're just things that I have experienced, some things that I'd like to share. What social anxiety is like for me in public. Sometimes I force myself to do things. I don't want to be I don't want to be scared of everything forever. Things get really bad were times I can't force myself. There are some times where I can, at least a little bit. Last year, I forced myself to go to a concert by myself. I was outside before the concert, and, I wanted to go to the restroom before I went because, I'd be standing around for like 6 hours, and I didn't want to be like in mid-concert have to like leave or something. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to this little restaurant down the street. So I went inside. I went to the hallway that had the bathrooms, and it turned out that they were locked. And a sign said, if you want to use the bathroom, you gotta ask the person up front for the key. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just left and continued on. And it's situations like that are really bad. You know you should ask for this, but you don't. But yeah, I did go to that concert. Waiting in line was kind of awkward. There were a bunch of people I didn't know. I was by myself because, hey, I really don't have that many friends, which I'll get into later. I think I kind of warmed up to everything. Once I finally got in the place, I got front row. And as soon as the artist came out, I started dancing and I started singing. I had never felt like that before. I was never so open. I've never sung in public before. I've never danced in public before. I've never yelled in public before. And I've never like screamed or clapped. I was never. And for some reason I felt really comfortable in this spot, even though it was really uncomfortable spot to be in. There were crazy people everywhere, jumping up and down. I was being smushed up against the stage. For some reason, it was okay with me. Like, I didn't mind. I would just kind of like, it's okay. Like, there's some situations where it's okay, which is very unusual because I will freak out at the littlest things. Yet, I can go to a concert with like 1,000 freaking people pushing up against me, and I'll just be like, oh, cool. But as I said earlier, um, I don't have that many friends. I have two friends. One I really hung out with a lot in high school, but he never understood my social anxiety. A lot of people didn't. I didn't have a lot of friends while I was in high school. I didn't have a lot of friends at all in school, which sucks, but I just dealt with it. Being alone was kind of like, and I don't know. It sucked, but my social anxiety, it taught me a lot about myself and it taught me a lot about other people. The other day I went out, my two friends came over and they wanted me to go out with them and just do whatever. But my two friends, they brought a friend that I had never met before. I was nervous because I had to ride in the car with this person that I didn't know. This person's very outgoing and very talkative, and me not so much. Not in public at least. Not with people I don't know, which sucks so bad. I really like this person, they seemed really fun, but I couldn't make conversation with them a lot. It was a lot better, I will admit. It was a lot better than it was when I was in school. That if they came up to me then, I probably would have not said anything. Then I probably would have just looked away, and then they probably would have thought that I was a big jerk, and it probably wouldn't have ended well. There are times I experience anxiety And I'm told often that my face turns red, which I never knew really because I guess I never really look at myself in the mirror when I experience it, so I wouldn't really know. But I know what I feel, and don't feel great. That's what I don't feel. Sometimes I will be just fine until a moment comes along where I embarrass myself. If something like that happens where I'm like, it's a good day, I'm not very anxious, I'm out at a store and if something happens where someone talks to me or someone confronts me, I get really, really nervous, or I don't answer the right thing, or I don't answer back quick enough, or I stumble on my words, or I say something I didn't mean to say. I'll get so nervous, and then I'll get really embarrassed, and then later my brain will be going crazy just, thinking about it. And out of nowhere, maybe because I'm embarrassed, maybe, but then my anxiety gets worse than it ever was, and I start getting flushed and like red, and I get like sweaty, but I'm like cold, and I just want to get out of there as quickly as I can because I just don't want to risk another thing like that happening. I guess that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not really sure when I'll make my next video, but I will probably try to make one soon. I guess I'll talk to you guys then, so bye!